Hello, this is FE Zelda12345 and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Last time, I took down Giant Ursula, and I revealed that she is susceptible to Stop, which is what led to her downfall. However, even with that knowledge in mind, if you're still having a bit of trouble with her, then this video should put an end to that. Now, during the fight with her, you may have noticed that Stop doesn't exactly last as long as it does with normal Heartless. That's because while Ursula is susceptible to Stop, she does resist it quite a bit. Because of that, it's not exactly easy to get in as many attacks as you would want to without her breaking out. However, there are workarounds. If you remember last time, there was also a shark that I took on, and I employed extreme use of Stop during this fight, and he was barely able to attack me. That's basically what we're going to do with Ursula, but we need to make some workarounds due to her large amounts of HP. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. The first is to use Ariel's Spiral Wave ability. While it's probably the better option since she does a lot more damage, I'm not going to use this. I've shown how it works in the last video, and I think you can easily replicate it, or at least understand how it works. I'm actually going to be showing a different method, and that is with gravity. Yeah, Ursula is also susceptible to gravity. It's rather amazing that they gave a boss this many weaknesses. Now, as for why gravity is so powerful, well, I'll show you how it works in conjunction with Stop. Now, when you stop an enemy, not only do you freeze their movement, but you also freeze your enemy's HP bar. As long as they're still inflicted with Stop, it will stay where it is. And as you know, gravity is a spell that inflicts damage based on the opponent's current HP. However, if they are stopped, then their current HP will never go down until they are out of Stop. You see where this is going, right? You can just cast Stop over and over again if you need to, and then can keep on casting gravity to damage your opponent, and yeah, it's rather absurd. However, the cost of this is that, well, it takes up a lot of MP. I mean, look at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be doing this on save points, but this is how much MP I would be using. So, you're going to have to use some healing items, which I will be doing. So with that said, let's take a look at our equipment. So for this setup to work, I need elixirs. So I gave all of my elixirs to Goofy, and he's going to be healing me throughout the fight. It's also because of this that I do not want either Donald or Ariel using magic or Spiral Wave, because if they do, then they'll get low on MP, and then Goofy will use an elixir on them, and it'll screw everything up. Also, speaking of Ariel, as you may have noticed, I'm actually playing this on a different save file. This was back on my test runs. And on this save file, Donald actually has a little bit more strength than Ariel. So I decided to give him the Silver Mallet and Golem Chains, and he's going to be attacking. I want to make sure Donald is set to just regular attacks, so that way he won't use any magic. And since either Donald or Ariel will only be using physical attacks and no special abilities, it really comes down to how much strength they have and not so much their abilities. As for Goofy's equipment, just throw whatever you have on him, it really doesn't matter. And as for Sora's equipment, it's the same as before, the Spellbinder Keyblade, along with the synthesized magic armlet, and the Ray of Light. Now, even if you didn't choose the staff at the beginning and you don't have 10 MP, you should still have 9 MP, which is enough. I believe that's everything I want to go over. Oh yeah, Goofy's customs, set to just immediately use MP restoring items. And these are my customs at the moment, and I think that's all I want to go over. Yeah, I believe that's it, so I'll meet you at Ursula. Okay, so as soon as this fight starts, get your allies out of the way of the initial lightning attack, and then charge straight towards Ursula. and as soon as you can, cast Stop.
Not so fast.
Up. That's probably gonna screw things up. Yeah, that lightning that hit me screwed things up a little bit. Her HP's not quite at full, but I think it's still close enough for me to do this. So as you saw, Stop did not last too long, so I kinda have to be fast about this. So you cast Stop, and then you cast Gravity. Now, normally with this strategy, what you would want to do is try to jump cancel Gravity in order to get rid of the landing lag. Well, the spellcasting lag, that is. However, that's not possible in Atlantica since you can't jump. So, you only have time to cast one Gravity spell, and then throw in an attack. So, that's pretty much it. And this is the fight. Just stop, cast Gravity, then use a physical attack for a bit more damage. And we just keep this up until she dies. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Magic can be pretty broken in this game. Now, if you're going to use Aerial's Spiral Wave instead, which would cost less elixirs, what I would do is I would give Aerial no items so that way she can keep on using Spiral Wave as much as possible. And I would give Sora elixirs to use on himself, so that way he can fully restore the MP he'll be using. And I give Goofy Mega Ethers so that he would heal Aerial. That should be the most effective. And that's it. I kind of screwed up the strategy a little bit since I was hit by lightning, but if you do that properly, Ursula will never hit you. I love it when you can break RPGs like this. Well, I think that's everything I want to show off, so next time on Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, we'll finally be leaving this world. Yeah, Goofy used up that many elixirs in the fight. That's the cost for this strategy. It can cripple her, but yeah, it's pretty expensive.